All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Echo Base X-Wing Mission Debriefing. I forgot our title for a second. My name is Walker Darko. With me are Jake Ream
Hi, everybody. I forgot what to say for a second.
and can't be any less clever than that, Kevin Lines.
I don't have any clever lines. Sorry, I won't push it.
All right, and tonight we have a game, I believe, from the is it a System Open in Tulsa,
I think it's
Yes.
just a
or is it
hyperspace.
Hyperspace?
I'm pretty sure it's
Hyperspace.
just a hyperspace qualifier in Tulsa.
All right, well, Hyperspace in Tulsa. Game. Who are our people in this one? It's Kelly and Doug.
Yep. It is. Well, I'm not going to try to butcher the last names. Doug Howe.
Doug Howe and Kelly Sadak. I'm going with Sadak. Sudak. Whatever. Kelly seems like a nice guy. And Doug will be our game today. And the lists are not up there yet. They will be soon, but
I can go through the list.
sure.
So Kelly's flying Lando with Nien Num, Wedge Antilles with Outmaneuver and the servo motor S foils. And third ship is Benthic 2 tubes with Surprise, Leia, TAC Officer, and then the Pivot Wing.
Wait, no perceptive copilot?
Nope, no Perceptive.
Okay.
And then Doug is got a two-ship list: Lieutenant Tavson with Supreme Leader Snoke and Captain Phasma, and then Kylo Ren with fully loaded. Got Supernatural, Prime Thrusters, and Proton Rockets. So 116 point Kylo.
Okay. As with most games, I'm assuming this game will be decided upon the first turn of engagement.
Well, Kevin is one to decide a game's outcome before it's played to time, so that doesn't
Well,
seem out of character.
I mean, I could see if it's not if range is not controlled correctly, one of those escorts can die real fast.
Yes.
And if it is done correctly, Kylo could be in trouble. So yeah,
Well, with Supernatural Kylo, because Lando's initiative 4?
uh, 5. He's
Is
5.
he 5? Okay. I'm guessing I didn't exactly look at what the points breakdown was, but I'm guessing that Doug has the bid. So, with Kylo moving last and having Supernatural, I think Doug's sitting in a pretty good position.
Oh yeah, plus having coordinate and stuff if they shoot. Yeah,
Yep.
wasn't Bun playing this list for a while back then, like months ago?
I think so, yeah. I think I remember seeing Bun play this as well, or something similar,
Okay.
but definitely the range control is going to be, as it most often is, very important in this game.
Yes. All right. Should we get started?
Yeah. All right. Let's go. And we got half gas clouds, half rocks.
Interesting. With the gas cloud or with the rock placement, the last rock. I'm surprised he didn't put it over on Doug's side of the board. Okay.
Oh, we got lists up and everything, so that's good.
So the corner fortress. Okay, so we'll see where they choose to engage. But I think ideally Doug wants to engage with those gas clouds and coming through along the top or before them, like in between the two gas clouds. And I think Kelly would. I think he'd want to just try to pull that shuttle into something, right? Get behind that shuttle, pull it into the open.
Yeah, I think so.
And it's 7 dice salvo versus 9. So as Kelly, like I would just not engage right away, right? Try to just make him come to you so that the shuttle has to come out of the corner.
Yep. Yeah, that's often what I will do is go slow that first turn or two to make them engage.
Yeah, try to pull him out.
Yep. That's similar to what I do when playing Die Swarm, right? Like I want to make sure that the Die Swarm is coming through the obstacles instead of going to the tie swarm.
I just realized it's outmaneuver Wedge.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Wedge should be your primary target, I think.
Yeah.
Wedge is gonna give Kylo a real sad day if he. I mean, it is supernatural Kylo, so that helps. But yeah.
Plus, you can see his dial, right?
Right. It's it's sad being a initiative 5 Kylo when you have 6s on the board.
I don't feel bad for him.
No, nor should you. He killed Han Solo.
Nope.
Hey, spoiler alert.
I think you like if there's another movie you're allowed. So Last Jedi is still off limits.
I don't know. I think Han was the one that pushed the button on the lightsaber. I don't think Kylo did it. Han shoots first.
Okay, so I'm assuming we're going to see Doug kind of go along the top of the board quickly with Kylo to get into flank position, and Tabson as well, probably banking towards the top of the board, so he's going straight at Kelly's board edge. But the question really becomes, does Kelly, in my opinion, make the mistake of turning in, or does he kind of stay away while he's stopping? Okay. And the Epsilon stops. Okay.
Kylo's just hanging on the board edge. Well, I think you want to stop with the shuttle there, right? Because you don't want to get overcommitted and have all 3 of Kelly's ships just tear into that Epsilon.
I'm kind of surprised that Kelly didn't just stop turn 1 with Benthic anyway then, if this was kind of his plan, is to go slow and then stop, just to buy an extra turn.
Yeah.
I do like that move, though, getting Kylo out in front to make it a little easier for him to come around the side instead of being Jouster.
Yep.
So I'm kind of surprised he's committing so quickly. When I say he's committing, I'm referring to Lando. Because now he's in that lane, and now Tabson knows exactly where Lando is going to be going.
Mm-hmm.
Which probably means Wedge is going to bank in. Yeah. Okay. I don't dislike this. I mean, you're just turning to face Kylo, making it so he's scared.
Right. Well, I mean, you don't want to give Kylo a free path to get behind you.
The only thing I think you're going to run into is a problem with Benthic kind of being in Wedge's way a little bit.
Yeah,
unless Wedge does like a 1-4 next turn.
Yeah. Yeah, if you banked with Benthic in any speed to the left and then just went straight with Wedge. But then that kind of defeats the purpose of turning Wedge towards Kylo, because that range control, like, you're going to be a little too far forward with Wedge, I think, to effectively come back around and protect that flank.
This might sound crazy, but I kind of would like to see Lando do like a 1 forward and then give the free action to Wedge to boost before he moves, and then do a 4 forward and just throw Wedge out there if Kylo tries to come around the outside.
Oh, yeah. So you could do a bank boost to the left with Wedge.
Yep. And then that would let you also clear Benthic's stress, but not let him move too far, so he's still not overly committed.
Sure.
Because I'm guessing Kylo's facing this way. He's probably doing like a 2 forward, right? I think you'd catch him super off guard, right? If Wedge just like flew across the board like that.
Well, yes, but how would you execute, right? Because Benthic is going to be moving before Lando can pass the action to Wedge, right? So Benthic has to go fast in order to clear space.
You could just 1 forward and bump into Wedge, right? with Benthic.
Sure.
But yeah, I get what you're saying. I forgot about the Lando moves after Benthic. But yeah, I just think you'd really catch him off guard with that, and possibly rip a shield or two off, maybe.
Yeah, and chat's throwing out that Snoke's out there, so Snoke could technically show that dial, but I don't know if you would burn that force right now to see that, because I don't think you're expecting it at all.
I feel like he would burn it on Lando before he would burn it on Wedge, but maybe he may. And even if he did, he'd be like 4 forward, huh?
Well, but
yeah, that's right. Oh, rock, cool.
But with let's see, Doug's running a 196, and what's Kelly at?
He's probably close to 200, I would guess. I mean, these are old points.
Yeah, old points. But anyway, so if Doug has the bid, though, I think you would always want to use Snoke on Wedge, right? Because Wedge is the threat to
194.
To
so he did show Wedge's dial. Okay.
Yeah, I mean that's what I would be doing, because Wedge is the real threat.
And that's fine.
Yep.
I still would do it though.
That's a 3 forward, so I mean.
Yeah, he did a 3 forward so he can barrel beyond the rock.
Mm-hmm.
So that's showing that Lando's not gonna do his shenanigans.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, unless he does like a 1 forward and barrel rolls him or something behind Benthic and then goes over the top. But then you're just getting your own way again.
We didn't have a chance to actually break down Doug's list. Doug,
so pulling Kylo back towards Tabson.
And I got to play him in Kentucky when I drove over there.
Stress boost
For a trial. Very, very good player.
Okay, so you know where Kylo's going.
Not necessarily, right? Because
that's right. He has the primed, right?
Yeah, he has primed thrusters, so Tavson could still. He could still use supernatural.
Yeah,
or Tavson can coordinate, and he can still reposition. So.
Right, but he is stressed, so his movement tree is a lot more predictable. But yes.
Yeah, but he can just use the supernatural to change at least his angle.
Okay, so he is going to do the barrel roll, and then, but a 3 forward's not going to clear that.
Yeah, I think we just saw Kelly shaking his head there. I think he also realized after doing the barrel roll.
Yeah.
And chat did just ask what Snoke does, so I'm just going to read the card. During the system phase, you may choose any number of enemy ships beyond range 1. If you do, spend that many force tokens to flip each chosen ship's dial face up.
Oh, you can do more than one?
Yeah,
wow.
But you have to have more than one force, and since he's on Tavson, he's got 1 force. But if Snoke were on a ship that had force some other way.
Definitely want to get Benthic out the way. Might actually.
And so Snoke takes up. Is it 1 crew slot? Or
I think
2?
it's 2.
2. It's 2, but I mean, if you were to have, can you put Kylo on a shuttle?
Well, there's 3 crew slots on an Upsilon, if I'm not mistaken.
There has to be, because he's got Phasma on.
Wow, did he clear the 3 forward? Okay, that worked out.
He knew.
I still would have liked to see the boost, but whatever. I mean, can he get shot by Kylo? Maybe, I think so.
Maybe.
If you're confident that you're not in arc, take the lock. Otherwise, take a focus.
Yeah. I think it's close enough that I would take the focus there.
Yeah, I mean, given our position, it's hard to tell, but I would. I mean, neither one is wrong. Although if he boosts, that is the wrong decision, because now you're only rolling 2 dice. Like, I didn't realize his S foils were closed.
Yeah.
Looks like Kylo has him in arc. We're gonna go ahead and cut
okay.
off the poll. Looks like Kelly is currently favored. Let's see how it shakes out.
Now you're really in Benthic's way. I guess with the way he's playing this Benthic, why even bring Benthic? Just bring a partisan. You're never going to use his ability.
I mean, and he's at 194 too. I mean, points have changed now, but he had points to work with. They're
checking if outmaneuver is active, right? Was that what they were trying to determine?
Yeah, that would be the only reason to check Kylo's arc before Wedge shoots, right?
Well, yeah. If you're confident you have it, then spend it. So, oh wow, he did have outmaneuver. So, okay, that worked out really good. I still think he would have been better taking a lock and just staying at range
And Kylo's gonna
3,
go ahead,
but
I'll show you the
whatever.
dark side. What is he gonna pull out of the deck?
So Kylo ability, probably panic pilot, I'm assuming.
Not familiar with, I'll show you the dark side. Allows you to take your opponent's damage deck
And
place
got both
it
shields. So I mean, it worked out.
Yep, it was panicked, it looks
on the
like.
card, and I'll show you the dark side. And when you would suffer a critical damage,
Yeah, he definitely has to play a lot more
take
honest with
the
Kylo
card
now.
instead, and yes,
being-
Yeah, because
Two
one more
shields
damage
down.
is half, right?
it can
yeah,
go under the
correct.
shields. And he chose
So he's
panic
gonna
pilot as
shoot
the
at
substitute.
Lando through the
Going to
gas
Lando.
cloud, I think.
From Kylo. Just gonna hold
Yeah,
on
don't
to
spend
that
it.
no
It's not
for
worth it.
spending one crit.
There you
No,
go,
and
gas
especially-
cloud.
He had
Yep.
to spend a force to
Lando, he does a
do
subdue
the dark side,
clouds and
right?
changes one
Yep.
there.
So you're already
he's only
down
one.
one force.
Yeah, and he had a gas cloud. Plus, I can't tell if Lando focused or not.
All right, and no shots for Lando as his arc is left right.
So that's all shots, I
Yep.
think.
Is
Yep.
out.
Okay, so next turn's important here.
Is this your big turn? Is this the one that you're saying is...
Yes, this is the big turn. I mean, so Kelly already has kind of won the initial engagement.
This is
Mhm.
what you
Um,
yourself.
he got
What
to
do
a
you think
really
what
good
moves
start.
are gonna happen?
I still would have liked the 4 forward, but it worked out. So there's no way Tavson gets an action unless he's shot at this turn, right? He's either stopping or he's hitting that cloud.
Yes. Unless he decides to do like a hard turn and be completely out of it.
And Lando's going to give himself both actions this turn because Benthic is going to probably have to remain stressed. And Wedge is already stressed, so he can't coordinate with his ability.
I don't know. I think he could one bank Benthic, and maybe you sneak by that rock or just like to the edge of it. It's hard to tell with the angle.
Maybe. Maybe. But, I mean, you probably
Yeah.
aren't going to want to give Benthic an action this turn, though. Like, with Lando, you'd probably rather just take focus
Oh,
target
yeah.
lock or boost in something.
Right? Yeah.
So, Wedge is probably doing a 2 forward, 1 forward. And Kylo knows this and wants to probably try to block him so that Wedge can't shoot Kylo.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Tavson probably burns Snoke again this turn.
probably, but if he does, it's on Lando. Because I think he kind of knows where Wedge is going. I mean, there's not a lot of options.
Mm-hmm.
So the question really becomes with Lando, do you 3 bank to the left and just focus target lock Kylo and just kind of ignore? I think that's the call, right?
Or do you just one
Well, if-
bank? I mean, he's got side-to-side arc right now.
Well, the reason I say 3 bank is unless Kylo disengages entirely and dials in like a 5 forward, and then he's not shooting, which is also fine.
Yeah.
Lando would block Kylo in front of. Oh wait, Kylo moves first though, doesn't he?
Yes.
Because okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
So he's,
yeah.
he's
Okay, so
going
never
with
mind that.
Lando
If
He's doing
Kylo
a
moves
one.
first.
He's doing a one forward.
Okay,
Supreme Leader Snoke
1
to
forward.
check
All right.
Which I don't think you'd want to go left with Lando anyway, because
No.
you have your arc side to side. So if you
Well,
think
if you bank left and you block Kylo, you weren't going to get a shot anyway. You take the shot
No.
at Tavson,
sure,
and if Kylo goes left to drop block Wedge, you have a shot at Kylo. Is where I was going with that.
Okay.
Wait, how did he? Oh, he's giving the. Okay, he's using Benthic's ability to give the focus. That makes sense.
There's your going to the gas cloud to bump. Which-
So he's going all in on Wedge.
Because it says that you can boost or barrel roll while stressed. It's really good. That's why I was pointing arrows to it. There was a couple people like, oh, he can't supernatural.
I think that's all right though.
Yeah, if he dialed in a 1 forward, Wedge should be okay.
But he's just gonna go ahead and bust the 4 straight. Clears the stress.
So I can't tell without the top-down angle. I think it's before
It's in a pretty good spot.
Dion had the camera, but
Shot there.
if that one forward fits, Kylo's taking a good shot from Lando, but I think he bumps.
I'm pretty sure he bumps. I think the only move that he had, given that he moved second, which I didn't get to
Here you
talk
go.
about.
Well, there you go.
Now
Now Kylo's guaranteeing that bump.
Yeah.
Well, and especially since you know that's where he's going, like just guarantee it. Make sure Kylo's not taking.
And
a
now
shot.
looking back, I'm not sold that he would have bumped.
I guess sorry, he knows
Yeah,
Um,
it probably would have been really, really close.
So I think given that Lando moved second, because I kept thinking he would move first, I think Lando's best move prior to this was actually a 3-bank to the right. Because then you have the ability to take a side shot at Tabson if you need to, or you get out of Kylo's dodge, because if Kylo has to go and pull to the right, you're
Mhm.
pulling Kylo even further away from Tabson, which is kind of what you want if you're not just going to commit to Tabson. But interesting. So does Wedge just take a lock? I assume.
All right. Wings are opened.
It sounds like he's got his S foils open right now.
I would hope so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Does he have the gas cloud for defense?
I can't tell.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it doesn't really matter because he's
Really-
gonna, if he doesn't have it, he's gonna either have it for defense, but if he does, then so does Tabson.
Yeah, he locks. I mean, that's the only real action you have that's meaningful right now.
Mhm.
All right, so Wedge is just going to roll 3 dice, unless that's obstructed. He wants this to be obstructed, as weird as that might sound.
Grabbing the judge to see whether or not the shot is obstructed.
I'm assuming they called for a judge.
To see if that thing got gas cloud. I told you it was a close call.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't believe me.
Well, I just said I can't tell.
Waiting for the call.
It looks obstructed to me.
Yeah, from this angle, it looks obstructed,
Range 2 obstructed.
And range
Kelly
2.
Kelly would be totally fine with.
And one, dice
So
on
there will
three.
be 1 dice rolled, and it'll
Yep.
probably be an evade no matter what.
Unless it's a focus.
Spend the lock? No, spend the lock. You might as well.
Target
Yeah.
locked.
So yeah,
Might
Kelly
not
actually has to hope that Doug rolls a focus.
Yeah, he did.
And he got an evade. So
Yeah. All right, so 1 damage.
Oof.
That feels bad, right?
I mean, it's not what you want, but
No.
especially since you're giving Tavson an action.
Giving
that
him a
1
lock
damage.
on Wedge, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so no shot Lando, no shot Kylo. Now we're having Tabson shoot
Yep. And here's his 4 dice back at Wedge.
with the lock.
oof.
Ugh. Oh, no.
I gotta pray for paint here.
All right.
Spend
Hey,
that
Paint!
focus.
Hey.
Whew.
That's an easy decision.
You're
Sure
right.
is. Take a shield.
That's the old should
Oh,
I
but it's the
Han.
crit, so he gets
No.
panicked. Oh,
Yeah, no, right. He's taking Kylo.
that worked out real well.
He does
Yeah.
suffer the crit. He doesn't
Oh,
lose
that
it.
sucks.
He's actually gonna lose a hole, and I'll show you the dark side triggers. Double
I mean,
stress
at least
for
he still
Wedge.
has his shields.
Wedge be sad. Wedge be sad for
Well,
sure.
if I were Wedge, I would be 3 harding to the right this turn.
All right, here is
Benthic range, was it 2 or 3?
Benthic, 2 hits.
2, it looks like.
3.
Must be 3.
Range 3. Well, both go through. Okay.
Didn't matter.
Spend the charge. He's gonna take the damage.
Now he's going to give an action to Kylo, it looks like.
He's gonna spend the charge to coordinate,
Let's see. Kylo's probably going to barrel roll, right?
and he's gonna coordinate a barrel roll. It looks like. He's gonna try to barrel roll to the right. It's very close. Might be able to do it all the way to the back.
And I think what Wedge was range 2, right?
Yeah, he was
So
range 2.
Phasma doesn't get to
Inhale.
Trigger.
trigger.
Well, she wouldn't anyway because he already has 2 stress.
Right.
Because Phasma is basically Mara Jade, right?
Yeah, it's at the end of engagement phase. Each enemy ship at range 0 to 1 that is not stressed gains a stress.
Yep. So Mara Jade.
So Phasma is actually going to be pointless for Lando for a couple
So,
days. Or
did
for
he-
Wedge.
Failed the barrel roll? Is that what I'm missing here?
Yeah, he tried to go to the ship right with Kylo and ended up. He would have overlapped that rock
Okay.
that was there.
So, yeah, I think Wedge, you just dial in a 3 hard to the right and don't even think about it.
Yeah, that's the only spot that like you can't get to.
And
right?
I think you dial in like a 3 bank with Benthic, right? Throw him into range 1 because if Tabson is stopping, he can't do any of his abilities. And your best bet with Benthic is hitting him so he can't shoot you, right?
Mhm. Yeah. Yep.
I mean, I feel like that's the right call.
Or even like I think even if you one bank, I think even if then Tavson, even if he does a one forward, I think you bump. So
Right.
like worst case scenario.
I'm not
is
sure
you
what
bump.
Dion's drawn on there right now.
I'm not sure either. But let's see. So Lando, I mean, Kylo could barrel roll with Supernatural and do it too hard. No, he'd bump Lando. I think Kylo totally has to bail out this turn. With that said, I think you just bring Lando in hard with like a 3 forward. Get the focus target lock on the Tavson.
Mm-hmm.
And you just let Kylo go for a turn because he has to kind of get the hell out of there.
Yeah, and that's fine. Switching here.
Yeah. And then you're going to end up effectively getting Wedge kind of starting to correct towards Kylo, and then you can turn Benthic that way, and you can let Lando just sit behind Tavson and just shoot him unanswered. Sounds like a good plan.
Leia gets popped.
So Leia just got turned.
Stop maneuver by
Really?
gives
Yep.
him a white stop.
We're gonna see
because of Leia.
K turn out a Wedge.
Wedge is currently
You could, but why?
Wouldn't clear anything, but
I feel like that'd be bad. So he wanted to stop and take a focus.
One straight.
I feel like your best play was actually to try to ram into Tavson, but that's me. Because now Tavson's going to get really good shots at Benthic.
With Wedge.
Mm-hmm.
but it also means that Wedge's white maneuvers are not blue, so he can
Forgot about Leia there for a second.
clear stress a little easier.
White K.
You're thinking of Resistance Leia.
Lando out of the way.
Am I?
Yeah, you are. Because all it does is make reds white. Resistance
it
Leia
just-
would make
Oh,
white
no,
blue.
It just reduced the difficulty of red move. Yeah. Sorry, I was
Yeah.
thinking it reduces difficulty.
So 3 hard, keep the stress.
All right.
Oh, man. Did he die? What's...
He can still boost
Lando's
barrel
die?
even while stressed.
Is that like a 2 forward?
Does the boost right
Yeah,
there.
let's get 2 forward.
Shot. Probably
Yep.
range 3
I would agree.
on Benthic.
Lando looks like he's going too forward.
So
Kind of
Tavson's
sad he
getting some
didn't go 3
shots.
forward.
So maybe he is
I
going
think
to
it'll
4K
be
and get a couple
obstructed.
shots.
Oh, no, it
Able
won't
to
be.
give an
He'll be
action
fine.
to somebody, probably just himself. Target lock focus.
Yeah, I
honestly.
think Wedge is going to 4K here.
Well, yeah, using Leia for sure, I think he will.
Focus
But
on the
I
action.
just feel like this wasn't the turn. Because imagine if he had done the bank and just bumped into Tavson. I mean, I guess you could still do the K-turn stuff with Wedge,
Mm-hmm.
but Benthic would be taking, what, a range 3, barely modified shot from Kylo, because Kylo doesn't want to spend all his force.
Well, and Tavson reinforced rear, so that's really the only shot he's really worried about.
Yep.
Except
Lando shot too, I guess.
well, Lando
Benthic
shot,
had
but
the opportunity
Wedge
to pass the,
is reducing his one
pass the focus
agility
to Wedge,
die,
but
right?
chose not
So
to.
Right.
Pulling out the
reinforce
focus
doesn't.
himself. Range 1
No,
forward.
reinforce still happens at the
Four
end.
on zero,
It's
reinforce
like the
pull
old,
trigger.
it's after everything is done, did you take more than
Oof.
1 damage?
Takes one
No.
Wow,
damage.
that feels bad.
Sure.
Tavson gets an
So
action.
1
Another shield
damage,
down.
and then he
So he
gets a
did take the
focus, yeah.
damage.
But here's the bigger problem. So Wedge is shooting, giving him a focus, and then Lando's going to shoot him, which is going to give him a lock. And now Benthic's going to eat 7 modified dice instead of 3 partially modified dice.
Yeah.
Wow, he spent both force, huh?
Yep, so there's 3.
And takes hit crit.
1 evade, so 2 shields.
2 shields down.
Well, I think you can spend both force there because Kylo's in a decent position to bail out to the left if you need to next turn.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like if you wanted to take a turn or 2 off, recharge your force, Kylo can just go to the left.
Yep. So did
Nobody's gonna
Lando
get him.
focus lock, I assume?
Just go ahead and spend that focus.
Yep,
There's no
so
reason to
3
focus
hits.
coming in. 1 dice plus
1 evade, so 2 shields. So he's just now out of shields?
No, he'll only.
The reinforce, he only lost
Oh, wait,
1.
reinforce.
Yeah,
Ugh.
so he's only losing 1 again.
Now a range 1 shot on Benthic.
Wait, yeah, that is rear. Yep.
Oh,
Oh.
this is gonna hurt. Oh, no, he didn't have a lock.
Nope.
Interesting.
Takes
So
1.
Benthic takes 2.
Sorry,
Okay.
rolls
All
1,
right,
takes
well,
2.
that could have been far worse for Benthic,
That's
but
gonna be
Yep.
first
Yes.
still
charge
not
there
great.
on Benthic.
And then he
And
gets to
half
shoot at
points.
Benthic, or
So
Benthic
that-
gets...
That's our first half point, so we've got
Now
26.
Benthic range 1 into Tavson.
Benthic
Yeah.
shot back.
Spends that
Ooh,
focus for
wow,
4.
that worked out.
No
Yep.
reinforce on this shot. It's going to be taking at least 3.
And
Spends
Tavson
the focus.
takes
Takes
3.
Oh, he'll take 2 because
Shooting with 3
reinforce.
cards
Nope,
takes
that's the
5
rear.
points.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Tavson, Kelly up
So
40
3.
to
So there's another half
46.
points. We got blood.
Phasma triggers here.
And
Every
then
enemy ship
there's
at
Phasma
range
giving
1 that
Benthic
doesn't have a
his
stress.
stress.
Is it 0 to
Yep.
1? Well, both of these are going to be 1. Gains a stress token. Here you go. I hope you enjoy this.
Now Lando's in a really
Unless you're
weird
not-
spot
unless
too.
you're already stressed. With Wedge right now is double stressed, so
Yeah,
that
because
doesn't
to keep
cover him.
Lando active and shooting, like you almost have to go over that gas cloud, or
Yeah.
you go what
Take a
one
look at the
forward
card cam
and
today.
like
Today we have
rotate.
card cam instead of sky
Wait,
cam
well,
just
let's
because
not forget. Will told
Magic
us,
set up
you
setup
can
of
go
the
over a gas cloud
doesn't
and
have
still
one,
get Lando's ability.
one
So,
Yep.
left.
and he already has a lock. So I guess Lando could just one bank left
there.
and just take a focus with his ability,
One, though.
and then he'd
Yeah.
have the lock from the previous turn.
I think you're okay with that.
Wedge most likely
Yeah,
just one
and then
forward
Wedge.
here.
It doesn't feel good, but Wedge probably just
Benthic
one
being
forwards
stressed, maybe you're trying to go
Mhm.
for a block
'Cause
on Tavson.
Tavson probably stops. Maybe I don't know.
mean,
I
but
don't think he
if
will
Tavson
actually.
Stops, you bumping him just honestly does him a favor because you're not shooting him.
Well, what are
Lando just one forward, I
Benthic's
think, here.
options though? Like
One forward, you get to see
Hmm.
what
I
think-
things are because Kelly
Benthic, you
is the second
probably
player,
need
Doug's
to
the first
just
player. You get to see if you need to turn that arc or
one
not.
forward
Well,
to potentially get in the way of Tavson
Here we go.
if he does move.
Yeah.
Party time.
But then you're thinking that Tavson probably stops. So
For sure.
yeah,
One forward.
There's a one
gets
forward.
feet. Ooh, I think
Ooh,
he's
we
got
got
it.
cardboard template.
I think he's got it. He sure does. So that is a risky business if Tavson's
and then you just take a focus
there.
mm-hmm.
and
He's gotta take
clench
a
because
focus
Kylo's coming in.
and
Yep,
gives it to
give it to Wedge. Sure, that makes sense.
Using his ability, it's not an action, and that's a stop.
Yeah.
Yep, there's just stop. Yikes.
Yeah, so I'm surprised he's stopping, but
Passing that focus doesn't look
okay.
very good right now. You want to hold. You would want to hold on to that to trace some shots.
clearing the
So
stress.
Benthic might die before then, with only 4 hold left.
Does Kylo just roll and
Five-dot
take a
shot coming in.
focus? Like,
I think you do focus. Maybe
well, you
just
focus for
sit-
sure.
Maybe you just sit there though, because potentially,
Focus
depending on
there.
what Lando's doing, you
Has
could end
auto
up taking 2
thrusters
shots.
available to do some
on
shenanigans
Kylo.
with
Barrel
barrel
roll.
rolls.
Yep,
His plan
Focus.
is to
I'm
take
surprised he's
out
barrel rolling forward though.
tag team
Okay.
Maybe,
Kylo,
yeah.
I was gonna say, I thought he'd barrel roll backwards.
All right, he's making a
So he
two-turn
does
here.
just forgo actions. I'm kind of surprised. I think I would have just did like a one bank and used Lando's ability. But okay.
Does he have arc? That's close.
And what is Wedge doing?
Probably just a one forward.
Wedge, one straight bump. He'll
Yep.
be able to tag Kylo at range 3.
And now Snow can't be used next turn.
No,
Everybody's
there we
range
go.
1.
Well, and Kylo is one damage away from half points.
Yeah.
And that is a
Also,
good
Range
chunk of
goes
half
Wedge
points.
into Kylo.
it is. Well, and also,
3
so
on
Mara
3,
Jade's going to trigger,
minus
or not
1
Mara
if you
Jade.
would try
Phasma's
to
going
use
to trigger this
Wedge.
turn.
Yeah, on
and
everybody.
Lando- yeah. Well, except for Wedge, because he already has one. But
Right.
all right, so this must be Wedge at Kylo long range.
Yep.
Yep.
Ooh.
Nothing.
Wow.
Spends a
So
That
one gets
sucks.
through, that's half.
Takes one more. And that is half points on Kylo.
That was a big chunk of points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Kylo's what,
Holy
half
cow.
is 58 points?
All right.
It went from 40 to 98.
Here, the proton rocket has a focus. 5 dice.
Ooh.
So is
Spends a
this
focus for 4.
5 dice?
Kylo's Prockets.
Yeah. Proton
Oh,
rockets.
Prockets. I forgot about Prockets.
Takes 3
So
damage.
he's taken 3?
Living on 1.
Yep. So Benthic's down to
Can Tavson
1.
finish it?
Ow, well, he'll be dead before he gets to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Lando's up. Does he have
Should be
Tavson
dead
in
before he
arc?
gets to shoot.
So now they're checking Lando range.
Lando rolls 2 crits,
It
both
check
direct
and
hit.
Yes, he has it in arc.
So Lando range 1, and he has the lock from the previous turn, I think. Seems good.
Yep,
3
spending
hits
it.
using the target lock.
So 3
3
hits.
hits on Tavson.
So 2 on Tavson. Tavson's going to get a shot.
Tavson's been rolling lots of evades. Woofta.
Down to 2 hole. Tavson.
So yes, this
finishing
will be
job,
the end of
trying to-
Leia and the end of Benthic.
And he's going to go ahead and
Yep,
use
Snoke to make sure
Kylo's,
that he gets
excuse
to
me,
1.
Supreme Leader Snoke's force
Yep.
in order to change that die and is eliminated
And
from
keep
the
going.
game.
So Lando will get a stress.
Lando takes a stress from Phasma, and we are back to salads. Anybody who's joining us, I'm in the middle of eating my lunch during this round.
So we know Tavson has to move. I'm assuming Kylo's gonna like too hard right. Because your best move with Wedge is like a 1 forward, right?
Right.
And then maybe you try to jump over Wedge with Lando with like a 3 forward, so that if Kylo comes in, he's taking 2 shots.
Yeah.
And if he runs, then you just finish off Tavson with Kylo or with Lando, and then you just have Wedge start to pursue Kylo. I think that's probably the best move. And then I don't even know what you do with Tavson here.
I mean, I feel a little nervous if you're Doug just because you have 5 total hull left. And Lando is untouched.
Lando has 5 shields.
Right. Yeah, Wedge has 5 total health. Like, both of his ships have more health than you have overall.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of beef left in that rebel list.
And his rockets are gone. Yeah, I don't really know what Tavs can do, because no matter what, I think Tavson's dead. He's either going to get shot by Wedge or he's going to get shot by Wedge and Lando, unless Kylo comes in. But then, I mean, you can't just serve up Kylo like that.
So 2 forward. And he did not use
He just
Snoke.
No, he can't. It's you can't use it at range 1.
Sure. Oh, that's right.
Yep. So reinforce the rear. And 5 forward. Okay.
Just scoot with Kylo.
He wants to just be in the way.
And if you're Doug, your best hope is to try to create some blocks. But I think you're just going to lose Tavson. You're going to lose Tavson no matter what.
Probably 1 bank.
So you're kind of just delaying the inevitable, I guess.
Yeah, but this way you can at least make sure that you don't lose Kylo.
Well, I mean, I don't think you were going to lose Kylo regardless, but... So did he dial in a 3 forward?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. So he'll bump into Wedge, and then does does Wedge bump into him and not move?
Ooh.
That would be really bad if that
That's
happens.
One straight.
1 straight. Does it fit?
Oh, he needs to fit this.
It does.
Makes it.
Okay.
Clears the last of the stress.
So Wedge is going to do some damage to Tavson.
Throw down that focus.
Yeah, you just take the lock here, right?
He's taking the target.
Yeah, but he's range 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
It looks like range 2 to me.
I mean, he just needs to roll technically 3 hits, right? Easy.
Yeah, he just needs to roll 3. That's it.
Ooh.
Well, maybe it is range 1.
If it's range 1, then this is much easier. We'll find out.
4 dice.
4 dice? Wow, it's range 1. Okay, so there's a high probability that he kills Tavson right now.
Duh.
Oh, there's that.
Target lock.
Only 1 damage.
So he's not killing Tavson.
But here's the big thing: is he's gonna get to do his trick. Yeah, Kylo's gonna get a focused lock shot on Lando at range 1.
He's gonna go ahead and coordinate using Tavson.
I mean, you got 5 shields to give, right?
Yeah.
Kylo has range 1 with a lock.
Oh.
And spends a focus. 3 hits and a crit going into Lando.
It's fine, even if you lose all 4 shields. All right, cool.
Oh, that's true. I forgot there's a lot of shields.
Down.
Yeah. And then Lando will finish off Tavson. Or he should.
Can Lando finish the job?
Range 2.
Range 2. Can Lando do it? Lando needs just to get 1 hit here. And that'll do
Not like that. He's not going to.
Ugh.
Yep.
Now you got him.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so 3 hull remaining.
Alrighty. Kelly still ahead, 138.51. Kylo. I really don't want to say Kylo in a dream because Kylo's really good.
I think you conservatively do a
I've seen
4K
Doug
with
play.
Wedge here.
Even with 3 hull, he's a beast. Doug is a very good player.
Because Kylo's at 1 force because he just spent
Imagineering
2,
Man says it's rigged.
right? Or did he have a
4K, or
focus?
do you Talon roll?
What's rigged?
To the
I think
right?
you do a 4K because that gives you enough space if you need to go right the next turn. And if Kylo tries to get cute, the Talon roll's better, right? If he tries to get cute and dance around.
Could Tam say
But I think
he
you just
would
start
like
letting
to
Lando
go?
cover some
Yes,
area
yes,
and
he
Wedge
could
cover the
have.
other.
But you actually already, when you got damaged the first time, did the coordinate. That's the only
Like with Lando,
useful one.
you have to decide, right? Is he going to do the barrel roll hard 1 and occupy space?
The Supreme Leader has died.
I think you do like a 3 bank with Lando here to the
We
left
got a new Supreme Leader now, ladies and gents.
because you can just rotate the arc for free.
Well, I mean, I think what Kelly should be doing is 3 bank with Lando, and you just do a 4 straight with Wedge. Like you just say,
You
okay,
could.
fine, whatever, I'm winning. You have to come get
4K,
me.
staying aggressive here.
Yeah, you could. He does the K turn. Interesting.
Did
This is
Snoke
where-
and Phasma die on the same ship in Last Jedi?
Yes.
Well, there you go.
Oh.
Guerrera saying, "Bring Palpatine."
Yeah, they
Hey,
did.
you know what?
Huh?
If we get
Yeah.
a Palpatine in the
Oh man, at
Fluffy.
3 bank.
I'm sure we'll get a
But
first
did she
order
die?
Palpatine card. It'll happen.
What is he doing with Lando?
Yes.
Three
Ice Bane is now
straight?
the Supreme Leader.
I like the bank more, but okay.
Well, now what? You focus and rotate.
Yeah, you focus rotate.
Lando, it's gonna have to. It's gonna have to rotate.
Oh, maybe that back.
Nope.
Maybe you
no,
don't
he
even
does
have
not.
to rotate.
Focus
Oh,
on
if he
the
doesn't need to
dark
rotate, then
cannon.
yeah, you just focus lock.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
got that
no,
shot.
Oh yeah, he sure does.
How many cameras does Dion have set up for this game?
So Wedge is
Alright,
4King.
4K most
Yeah,
likely.
I like this.
Putting the pressure on Kylo. That'll be a range 3 exchange.
So at least there's some shots.
I guess if you wanted with Lando, you could have pre-focused with Wedge, maybe, and then just taken a
Looks
focus
like it's in
yourself.
range
But
3.
focus lock is also really
3
good.
on 3
Yeah.
is a Wedge's ability. Just one.
So Wedge only gets to 1.
Got it.
Yeah, he's fine. And now Kylo
Kylo
shoots
range 1 on
first.
Lando.
Mm-hmm.
That seems good.
Oh,
Spend the force.
Ooh.
Staying aggressive.
all right. So
trying
Kylo has no
to
force
put some
left.
pain on here.
Aggressive
Debating
spend
whether or not
there.
to spend
I think
it.
you just take it and you keep the
Pop,
focus
you
for
don't spend that.
offense.
You're gonna take a
Just
crit
take all
anyway.
4, even though
2
it sucks.
shields, hit, crit. Direct hit takes
Looks
an
like
additional
that's
damage.
what he did.
Yeah, I think so. Last one's a crit.
That's half points on
They
Lando.
didn't-
Yeah, I didn't
What's
see
the
what the
crit?
crit was,
Kelly's
but
still ahead. Range 1. 4
Okay,
dice.
so range 1 back with no mods on
Spend the
Kylo. Like
target
this
lock.
could
Ooh, there's
be a
crit
kill
sitting in
shot.
there.
mm-hmm.
Spends a focus. 3
Oh,
hits
that's
and
a kill
crit.
shot.
It's a 3 and a crit.
Kylo spends a
Yep,
force,
that's a
takes
kill
the
shot.
Crit, though. This could be it if
Wait,
there's a
how did he
direct
have
hit.
another force?
So he must have
Hull
had.
breach, that's a
Oh, but he
bonus.
takes. Oh, hull breach. I thought that was a
Blank
direct.
crit. We'll put it on the overlay just for anybody.
All right, so
who's
Kylo's
wondering.
at 1.
Breach means that when you take hit damage, it's crit damage. Which for Kylo, if he takes one more damage, he dead
Yeah.
anyway.
I mean,
Oh man,
that's the thing here. Like Kylo's in a
Kylo's got some
bad
work to
spot
do.
where
Lando will have to do it too hard.
you're moving before
put the
Lando, so
Open this
even
way.
Lando can react.
And Lando has his side arc already pointed in your direction of where you're going to be going.
So Lando, you're just gonna turn, right?
Yep.
He's got 32
Yep, you're just going
minutes.
to too hard.
Yeah,
Right.
Kylo's gonna have to get
See
lucky.
what his plan is here.
Wedge, yeah, I was going to say Wedge could bank to the right, but to cover the
This is
retreat,
the
but
correct move.
a 1 forward is also fine.
Action,
Mhm.
target lock, auto thrusters, boosts? Question mark.
And now, like presumably, Kylo has 1 force. So
1 force, do you
Gonna go
just
ahead and
focus
do the
boost?
boost.
Yeah.
well, he took a lock. He locked.
Oh, he locked?
Like,
He
yeah,
must
he
be
locked Lando.
confident that Wedge is not 1 banking.
And he's gonna go ahead and take advantage of those
Wow,
prime thrusters
okay.
and also do the auto thrusters barrel roll, giving him a double stress but gives
Took-
him an
what,
opportunity
took
to
another
possibly
stress
be
to
completely out of shot,
barrel
or
roll.
not be in shot,
Barrel roll,
Interesting.
huh?
and re-engage on his own terms.
So too hard.
Yeah, so he's just trying
Again,
to
that's
get as
allowed
much
by the
range as
prime
possible.
I was saying
thrusters
that's
and auto
that looks like it might be out.
ship
I
ability
think
in
with
motion.
Han, or not Han, wow. With Lando, you just rotate your arc forward, right? Because you're going to have to too hard next turn. And you've only got one action.
Han deciding to
Mhm.
turn
Yeah, there
the
we are.
arc in
Kelly's thinking the
anticipation
same
for an
thing.
engage somewhere else where he needs it.
All right, does wedge one bank right?
one forward.
One forward, darn.
Does a barrel roll get him a shot?
And I'm sure he didn't
You
change
just-
his S-foil, so he has no boost.
So that'd be
You
kinda
just take the
greedy.
free lock on Kylo.
Kylo can't. He still has only two stress. 3 is when you get him locked out. All right, he's barrel rolling
Barrel
away
roll,
in
huh?
anticipation for the next turn.
I guess.
Chooses
You're
not
going to
to
get in
barrel roll
Lando's
for
way
the
next
shot,
turn, though.
Not ready for the kill yet. It does expose Wedge.
I would still argue
if-
that you
if
just
Wedge would not get that
disengage
hit through.
completely
So I
as
totally
Kelly.
Understand. No greed here.
Yeah, I mean, like, I would have taken the lock with wedge. And I guess you could just go forward with Lando and kind of hide behind that rock a little bit.
Why not?
Next turn, yeah. But I just would have liked to have that lock on Kylo so that you're always threatening him.
Yeah. Oh, I don't.
But I
I don't
suppose-
disagree. Like taking the lock there when it's a free target lock
Yeah.
is fine, but
So you could get really cute right now, though, with Lando. So you could do like a 3 forward, give the free action to wedge to barrel roll again. Or like you could do like a 2 bank or something like that. And give the free action so wedge can now barrel roll again. And then wedge can 2 hard in to cover Lando.
I mean, but Kylo's just running this turn, right?
Oh, yeah, this game is
Yes.
over.
Kelly's making a tough decision.
Five forward.
Yep.
yeah. I mean,
So I said he's just running.
Yo.
yeah, I liked your idea there, Kevin, of giving Wedge the
Five
like the
straight,
barrel
relief
roll
of
to then
stress.
2 turn to cover, but
Boost
there's
free
no
action.
way Kylo's coming
Again,
in
that's allowed
on
by
that
prime
turn.
thrusters.
Well, I mean, he has
Like-
to at some point.
Well,
That
right.
was where I was coming.
In order to
He
win,
has-
yeah, he has
right.
to damage.
But if you know that you have
Oh, by
about
the
30
way,
minutes
after
left,
tonight,
Like,
You have time.
Luke
you have
Carrington is
time,
hosting
so
a Super Smash
clear the
Brothers
double stress
tournament
with Kylo,
after the games.
regen all your force,
Click on that link.
and really like come in when you think it's safe. Which,
Hey Luke, are you planning on streaming it?
spoiler, it probably never will be safe again.
No,
But
probably not.
like, yeah,
Doug taking the reset in order to try to find a better engagement point. It's very smart on his.
So too
OCS
hard.
pregame. He says it will be
Barrel
streamed.
roll, I assume.
All right, man. Tonight's gonna go long. So that's
Yep.
just so you know. What's up. I'm down though.
that's
make
the
it
nice
happen.
thing about Kelly's position right now is he
Gold Squadron
doesn't have to
Podcast
push
bringing
it.
you all
Like
the content,
Yep.
he
baby.
can just
Now
take
he
his
can
time
just-
leisurely.
Yep.
And he can just keep taking pot shots and just hope one gets through.
Right.
Like he's got no.
Yeah, Luke, I
And
think
he's
you
winning
have
if he
convinced
doesn't,
me to
so.
buy a Nintendo Switch. Though I'm in the dilemma now whether to get the one with the black controllers, or the red and blue. I don't know.
And let's see what Doug's win condition here
I kinda
is. You
wish they
have
were
to
either, like,
kill
both blue,
Lando and do
Make the
half
choice easier.
damage on Wedge
Yeah, I think
in
so.
order to win. So
With 1 health left.
right on a 1 health Kylo.
No, he could just kill Wedge and be fine, right?
It's not enough. Oh, wait. 58
Just have Luke
points.
paint them.
No, he would be ahead if he killed Wedge.
Okay.
If he kills Lando, he gets
First
another,
world
what,
problems, take a make a Twitch vote.
42?
43. Oh, yeah, 42 more.
And 42 is shy of what he needs
Supernatural boost and
by
2
2
hard.
points.
But he just kill Wedge.
Yeah. Just go have Kylo kill Wedge. 1 health Kylo should totally face off with Wedge.
Kylo has
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong?
Kylo
He's
has a
got
habit of
green
killing
dice.
iconic characters from the original trilogy while injured.
Yeah, I think Kelly correctly just dials in a 1 forward.
Yeah.
Free rotate. Yep. If Wedge's S-foils are closed, you could pre-boost him, but...
They are closed. Or he just closed them.
I think he just closed them because he knows he's not going to have a good shot.
But
He needs to boost.
But if he boosts, he's getting a shot.
I think he might still be out of range. Had he pre-boosted, then maybe. This could be close. Oh, is that in?
That's in.
Oh, we take it.
Oh, and it's outmaneuver. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
2 dice. All right, it's a 2 dice off.
More like buy low. Sorry.
2, 1.
And,
there it is. Wow.
handshake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
So what did we learn?
Well, we learned that if you don't bump into an Upsilon shuttle, they will do a lot of damage to you at range 1.
Yes.
We definitely learned that. Free actions are good.
Free actions are very good. 2 ships are probably not enough still,
I hope they are not enough. I don't want to
unless-
see 2 ships again.
unless it's a broken 2 ships. Or 1 broken ship and a filler second ship, maybe.
You mean or if those 2 ships can both shoot twice?
I mean, yeah, it turns out if you could shoot twice with 2 ships, that's probably pretty good too.
Yes.
This isn't first edition anymore, guys.
You're right, it's not.
Oh, we'll get there.
Let's see. So
Just you wait.
First
I
edition
kind
wasn't
of-
broken at Wave 3 either.
I kind of wish Doug would have had Kylo not right next to Tabson. Like, I think he needs to try to either use Kylo like Soontir and try to bait
Hmm.
them into Tabson more, or come from 2 different angles so Tabson isn't just the only thing to shoot at. But, I mean, other than that, I think Doug made a lot of good decisions.
Yeah, I mean, you see Doug's
Yeah.
name pop up again and again. Doug is a good player.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a hard list, though, for him, especially having the 5 and Wedge move. Like, having Lando and Wedge move after Kylo, that kind of hurts.
Hmm.
But, no, this was a pretty good game.
I think the one tough thing though with it, Kevin, like you said, you wish he would have had Kylo a little bit farther away from Tabson. At the same time, you almost need to have them fairly close in case you need to coordinate to Kylo.
Well,
That's
the
kind of
thing
the
is,
catch-22 of it, right?
you have Supernatural, though, and you have a crazy good dial.
Yeah.
I feel like you can kind of get yourself into your own trouble if you choose to or not. But sure. The key moment was probably that 3rd turn when he barely fit the 3 forward over the top and was able to boost and take shields off of Kylo.
Yeah.
That was probably the key turn.
I think that put a lot of pressure onto Doug that he wasn't expecting.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
all of a sudden he was already playing catch up.
But
I mean,
I do want to go ahead.
I was just gonna say he wasn't down points,
No.
but he was on the verge of being down points, and I think just that makes you play a little bit differently. Like it's internal pressure, right? It's not necessarily pressure of the game being down on points or anything.
Well,
but
just having a ship worth 116 points. When you lose half, I mean, that's a ship in most lists.
Mhm.
Well, and it lost his cushion for dice variance because those shields are that cushion that you can rely on to help mitigate. Oh, it was a bad roll, but it's fine because I have 2 shields.
Yep.
But I just want to point out. So I had said I like a 4 forward, and he did a 3 forward, and it effectively worked out like a 4 forward would have. So I think that was a really important moment to point out.
But that 4 forward,
Obviously,
if I'm thinking the right spot, would that have worked without doing something beforehand, or else I would have just put him on the
yeah.
rock, right?
No, if he could have done the barrel roll and then 4 forward, he could have done the boost and then 4 forward. Like either one would have worked. The barrel roll ended up working out better, but a 4 forward would have put him even closer to Kylo.
Right.
But what I'm more or less getting at is, so that was a key moment where he did a move that Doug didn't expect that was aggressive with Wedge, and that was something that put him in a really good position. And I
Yeah.
think that was more of what I'm trying to talk about is he caught him off guard with the aggressive move forward. And I think if you can pick and choose your time and place, it's extremely effective. And this was definitely a list that it works good against if you do it correctly. And this was a time where someone did it correctly, and we saw what happens.
Because I think didn't Doug barrel roll Kylo away?
Yeah, he barrel rolled him away.
He turned Kylo and then barrel rolled him away. So I think he was expecting Wedge to go a little bit slower.
And then you were going to maintain distance away, and instead Wedge got to shoot. Yep.
So I was just further emphasizing your point of going fast there was a good choice.
Yep. I think that was a good moment to point out. That's all I have. I did see a couple of subscriptions come in for Gold Squadron. So that's
Thanks,
good to
everybody.
see.
Dion definitely appreciates that.
And
Yeah,
then,
Dion put in some this weekend, some work.
Yep.
Then just to give a little heads up, we have not had a lot of recorded premiere events since the points change and since Wave 4 came out. So if anybody has games that they find on YouTube or anything that they would like us to do for next week, that would be great, because right now we are not 100% sure what we'll do next week. We might not even do a game. We might have something slightly different if we don't find something relevant. So if you can hit us up on our Facebook, give us ideas, we're more than welcome right now.
Yep.
And we're working on another season of the Aces League. That's still in progress, so that'll start up at some point. And I'm working on coordinating that with Ricky, so we hopefully can get that going somewhat soon. Because really, that's the issue, is right? We just need to get some games with current stuff.
Twitch chat was just saying that we should maybe do the Ryan and D game from Flight Club.
We could. I didn't watch. I watched the first Engage, but I didn't see anything after that.
Yeah, I mean that might be a really good game. I didn't see any of it, so I don't even know what either of them were flying. But definitely 2 top players. So
we could do that.
Yeah, it could be something interesting to do. They're also saying Pittsburgh. Look at Pittsburgh X-Wing games. Was there?
I did see a few from Pittsburgh, but I didn't I didn't look at those yet. I just yeah.
Was there an event this weekend?
We definitely appreciate the heads up on those. Point us in the direction to find some of those. So.
Okay.
Yeah. I think aside from maybe just a quick reminder, we do have Patreon. If you like what we're doing and want to help support us, you can head on over there, patreon.com/EchoBaseXwing. Like Kevin said, we saw a few subs for Gold Squadron. He definitely appreciates that, so thank you very much. If your free Twitch Prime subscription is up from Gold Squadron, don't forget to resub. That's about it there.
All right.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us, everybody.
Thanks, everybody. Have a good night.
Have a good night. We'll see you next week.